Good afternoon, Facebook friends. This is Pastor Ojimba Alex, the chief founder of Gospel Faith Ministries. I'm in the John Hafford Library in South London. It's Borough Station per se, not too far away from the Elephant and Castle and London Bridge. I suppose the time is about 1:45 in the afternoon. I'm in the library, like I said. You can have a look. See the background, people are on their computer, people are reading. There's a cafe, people are getting food and everything. I'm just in one little corner, talking to you right now, delivering this message. Well, the topic for today is death. You know, the Bible talks about life and death, but today I don't really want to talk about the life part of it. I want to talk about death itself. So the topic for today is death. From the past 1 week on my Facebook page, Pastor Ojimba Alex, I've been writing diverse articles on the subject death. Now, first and foremost, if I was to define death, I would define death as the very action or a fact of the end of a life, of a living thing, be it a person, a being, or an organism. So when a living thing doesn't exist no more, it's in a state of being dead. Now I said it's in the state of being dead because it's not active no more. It's not in a life mode anymore. So it's like 1 minute, it's like at a certain stage we're not born, and at a certain stage we're born into life, but the stage of death means we don't exist in this life anymore. About 2 years ago, one of my closest friends, I made a video about him, and I titled that video Overmars Rest in Peace. Now Overmars has died over 2 years ago, and it hasn't really been easy for me because most times I have flashbacks and I do reminisce. And when I look back and I think of my good friend Overmars, how death claimed him and where he could be at this present moment, because obviously we're very close, we're good friends, we got major understanding. So sometimes it's like when I'm in my own private space or when I'm walking down the road, I find myself talking to Overmars, thinking that he's there, but it's like suddenly I do realize that he's not there no more. But I know, Overmars, you're dead, but at the same time, when I think of the situation, because at the time when Overmars died, I was thinking to myself that death, the enemy, has come and claimed my good friend. But over 2 years, within that 2-year span, within that 2-year period that my good friend Overmars has died, God began to teach me, was teaching me all these things about death. And he said to me, no, death is not really an enemy. He said, death is a friend. And I asked God, but how could death be a friend? And he said to me, you think about it. There's something called the other side of life. Our lives is not permanent. So God was saying to me, without death itself, we wouldn't even be able to get into a better place. So God was saying to me that death is the intermediary, is the middleman, or the middle object between the earthly life and getting to living in heaven, which is paradise. And when God explained it to me, it did actually soften the blow. Yeah, because Overmars was very close to me, and when Overmars died, it was like a part of me died as well. But when God explained that to me about the other side and death coming in to being able to get us to the other side, it came with clarity, and I understood it. I don't cry about death no more. So I don't really look at death as the enemy anymore. I see death as the friend. And when death claims one that is close to you, it means that we're all going to die one day. And when it claims you as well, at least you're going to get to be with your closest ones. But you know, when I look at myself as an individual, because I haven't always been a Christian myself. I know I walk the Christian walk now. I know I talk the Christian talk right now, but I wasn't always a Christian. I wasn't always an evangelist. I wasn't always a pastor. But when I look at my achievements, and when I look at exactly where I'm coming from, and when I look at death and what it represents, I look death in its eyeballs. And I say to death, listen, you can't even claim me. You can't claim me, death. I'll show you what I mean. The other day I was having a fantastic conversation with death. I sat death down and I said to death, okay, now I know that you come and you take away people from this world to get them to the other side. Can you really kill me? I said to death, you can't kill me. I can kill you. That's what I said to death. I said, you can't claim me. I can claim you. And death was asking me, but what do you mean? I said, I'm going to explain it to you. Fairly and squarely. I said to death, listen, I don't have a human life no more. I am born again. And you know, to be born again means that when death comes to claim you, it cannot really claim what is already dead. So I looked death in his eye and I said to death, no. You don't have anything over me. You don't have no advantages over me. You don't have no power over me. And you can't claim me. And as I was looking at death, he turned his back. And he went away. And I said, yeah, you just done the right thing. Because death is defeated within itself. Listen, I told death, I live my life. I have to live my life. And I live my life without no fear. I live my life without no fear. That's what I said to death. I said, I'm always going to live my life. I'm going to live my life to the maximum level. No fear. And death was asking me, but what do you mean? I said, I'm going to live my life without no fear. And the reason being, because I found out exactly what death represents itself. Your sting has gone. You're of no importance to me. You're of no importance to anyone. So I'm just here to encourage whoever is out there, wherever you are, all over the world, be it Russia, be it China, be it Angola, be it Luxembourg, be it Italy, just live your life without fear. Because death doesn't even have the power no more. A lot of people are scared because they haven't really understood the true representation of death. On that note, I'm going to go for a little break. So this is Gospel Faith Ministries Part 1. And the topic today is death. I'll be back shortly with Part 2 of death. Thank you.